let's have some fun talking revolvers, huh? Everything I've done so far up to this point in videos have been semi-automatic pistols, but I'll tell you what, this isn't going to be so much as a review as a homage, if you will, to the beautiful Smith Wesson 686 Plus 357 Magnum Revolver. Good old piece of Americana. Actually, this is the newest, one of the newer pieces of Americana. It's a 7-shot, hence the 686 Plus. The 686 is a 6-shot. This is a 7-shot. So you've got, 7 chambers there for 7 357 Magnum rounds. And, I think every collection's got to have a 357 in it. If you can get a 44 Magnum in it, so much the better. And of course, then you've got your 50 calibers and the Desert Eagles and the Smith & Wesson 500. I mean, they just keep getting bigger and bigger, and there's a few other even larger ones than that out there. But something about the 357 Magnum is just, in my mind, what it's all about when it comes to a revolver. And there are a lot of nice revolvers. 38 Specials too are another one that are close to the heart. But this one has, got the regular rubber grips on it. It is got the bull barrel. It's got a full lug on it, and typical double action / single action revolver. Heavy piece of metal. Fully adjustable rear sight. You've got a really high visibility red dot. It's not a red dot, obviously, but the red on the front sight. Just really a lot of fun to shoot at the range. What I like to do, what's kind of cool is, I'll bring my Walther P22 with me, and you'll be sitting there in your, in your lane, and you're, plinking, and your neighbors are doing whatever they're doing. And then all of a sudden you turn around and, you slide, 7 beautiful 357 mag rounds into there, and you close it up and you lock it into place and pull that smooth action back, and all of a sudden, wahoom! And you get everybody, including the guy right next to you, jumping, flinching, and looking and going, oh great, yeah, it's the guy with the 357 mag. And all they want to know is how soon you're going to be done and you're going to switch off to another handgun. And, you're not going to shoot this one a whole lot. One, is kind of expensive. Yeah, I do reload, so that helps a bit. But two, this will wear your hand right out. You're not going to shoot this all afternoon. I do a couple 7 rounds with this, and I'm ready to put it away. The novelty's kind of worn off. But on the other hand, there's nothing like a heavy hunk of metal in your hand, good old-fashioned Smith & Wesson revolver, and that smooth action, be it double or single. Nothing like it. So I'll show you. We've got some shots of us shooting it. We'll take a look at that, and then we'll be right back. Shot some holes in my holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. An L-frame, 2.5 pound piece of revolver perfection as far as I'm concerned. You can shoot obviously 38 Special through this as well, and 38 Special plus Ps. Again, it's an L-frame with a bull barrel on it, so it'll shoot 357 all day long without having any hiccups or issues. Now, when you get back from the range, you got some other things you have to deal with. Unlike polymer guns and semi-automatics, most of them are fairly straightforward and easy to clean. These are very easy, but they're labor intensive. Think about that. In this particular one, you have 8 barrels that you have to clean, right? You got the 7 here, and then you've got the additional 8. You also have to deal with leading in this particular pistol. The vast majority of the rounds do have some, either they're semi-jacketed or not jacketed at all, and getting rid of lead can be kind of a pain in the butt. I have found Birchwood Casey lead remover. There are a lot of different opportunities out there to try and remove lead. I've used Flitz, it's okay, but this has worked really, really well. And I didn't exactly go over it in detail, but for just kind of taking a first shot at it, this definitely had burn rings and lead on it, and it came out, quite nicely. I'm really, really pleased, and it didn't require a whole lot of handwork. Same thing around the cone. This always gets good and leaded up, and it cleaned up quite nicely. So I definitely recommend the Birchwood Casey. It's good stuff. This is a newer pistol, obviously, and so it does have the trigger lock on it if you prefer to use that. I don't use it. There are a lot of people that are haters of the trigger lock and think that, oh, it's not a real 357, it's not a real Smith & Wesson, yearn for the old days. I get that, I understand that and appreciate it, and certainly see it as an identifier for whether you've got an older version or not. But I'll tell you what, this is still, in my opinion, Smith & Wesson perfection. Just a beautiful, beautiful action, wonderful trigger pull and trigger feel, and nothing like the boom that you get with a good 357 Magnum. So thanks for stopping by. Again, it was as much a review as it was just telling you how much I absolutely love this revolver. Thanks for stopping by Crucible Arms, and we'll see you the next time.